Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day. Don't forget, grab your smartphone and download the Lava Matra app and stay in touch. Guru Maharaj's message is your advantage. The following is a Sri Kṛṣṇa Caitanya book compilation given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on April 5th, 2023 in Los Angeles, California, USA.
Today we are reading from the Caitanya Bhagavat, Antyakanda 5.635.
The section?
And this section of the chapter, the title is By the Mercy of Nityānanda, the Dacoit leader obtains love of Kṛṣṇa, and it's under this section, the pastimes of Nityānanda.
Okay, now, who's going to Bengali? I can read it, but
So Maharaj can read the Bengali, but is there anyone else who can read it?
read it. Yeah, right?
পাবন নিত্যানন্দের দস্যুদল উদ্ধার কৃপাময় নিত্যানন্দ চন্দ্রয় অবতার শুনি করিলেন দস্যু গণের উদ্ধার.
So scroll up.
Make it as big as possible.
Make it as big as possible.
And then the Lord Nityānanda Chandra is the incarnation of mercy.
Lord Nityānanda Chandra is the incarnation of mercy.
Hearing the prayers of the Dacoit leader,
Hearing the prayers of the Dacoit leader,
he delivered both Dacoits.
he delivered those Dacoits.
Dacoit means armed robbers.
So Dacoit also means armed robbers.
And Lord Nityānanda, he has a great sense of humor.
So Lord Nityānanda, he has a great sense of humor.
And he's also mercy personified.
He is also mercy personified.
So I was telling some of this pastime when they arrived.
So I was telling some of this pastime when we arrived.
Sri Lord Caitanya had requested, he took sannyas, but he was dressed very austere.
So Lord Caitanya, he took sannyas and he was dressed very austere.
They told Lord Nityānanda to dress opulently as a cowherd leader, king.
So he told Lord Nityānanda to dress opulently as a coward leader, a king.
So Lord Nityānanda, he had diamond earrings,
So Lord Nityānanda, he has diamond earrings,
pearl necklace,
he has pearl necklace.
also other necklaces of gold and jewels,
So he also has other necklaces of gold and jewels,
armbands of gold and jewels,
armbands of gold and jewels.
every finger a ring
On every finger he has rings
with jewels,
with jewels,
ankle bells.
ankle bells.
So a group of dacoits, they saw this, a great mercy of the goddess Chandi.
So then there's a group of dacoits, they arrived and they saw these jewels and they're thinking, wow, this is the great mercy of the goddess Chandi.
We're getting millions in one place.
So we're getting millions in one place.
We're just steal from Lord Nityānanda
We're going
jewels.
to steal from Lord Nityānanda all these jewels.
And we'll have incalculable wealth.
And we're going to have Chandi ki jai.
Dacoits and armed robbers in India, they worship Chandi.
So the dacoits, the armed robbers in India, they worship the goddess Chandi.
Was the incarnation of Durga in the mode of ignorance.
So who is the incarnation of Durga in the mode of ignorance?
Or essential.
Sorry.
So the Dacoits, they find the leader of the Dacoits was a very sinful person born in a Brahmin family.
So the leader of these dacoits, he was a very sinful person, but he was born in the Brahmin family.
Normally Brahmins are merciful,
So normally Brahmins are merciful,
but he was a serial killer.
but he was a serial
He
killer.
was cold-hearted,
He was cold-hearted.
killed in cold blood.
He could kill in cold blood.
He wanted, he told us other the Dacoits that now is our chance. We got all the gold, all the good jewels in one place.
So he was telling the other dacoits, so now is our chance. We got all the gold, all the jewels in one place.
They all got armed up,
So they all got armed up,
swords, shields, daggers,
swords,
tridents,
daggers, tridents,
are ready.
they were ready. So that's where we are at now.
And no, that's not where we are.
Oh, sorry.
Then they went to the house where Lord Nityānanda was staying.
So then they went to the house where Lord Nityananda was staying.
They sent someone to peek in the window and go as a spy.
So they sent someone to peek as a spy.
And Lord Nityananda was taking prasad.
So there, Lord Nityananda was taking prasad.
Around him, there are various devotees, associates who are chanting and ecstasy.
So around Lord Nityananda, there was various associates. There were devotees. They were chanting and ecstasy.
One of them was roaring.
Some of them were roaring.
Oh! Why? He went back.
So the spy, he went back.
He said Bengali. Bhachachi.
Sorry, what was that? Bachache? He said in Bengal.
It's very fine. Eating his rice.
Oh, he said he went back and he told his leader, Bhat Khatsi. And it means, it's like a slang term in Bengali, he's eating his rice.
Another thing, I really say take prasad or anakatse.
So we say like we take prasad or anna khatchi, but there he's like, it's a slang way of saying it in Bengali.
Anyway, because he's surrounded by devotees, by people, they're all awake and not chanting and dancing.
So anyways, he was saying that he's surrounded by people, they're awake, they're chanting and dancing.
And the leader is they'll eat and sleep.
So the leader was saying, it's all right, they'll eat, then they'll sleep.
And they'll do our job.
Then we're gonna do our job.
Let's go and sit down and wait for them.
So let's go and sit down somewhere and wait for them.
So they sat under a tree
So they sat under a tree.
and they're discussing. One said, I'll steal his diamond earring.
So then they were like discussing among themselves. One of them said, I'll steal his diamond earrings.
Also, I'll steal his pearl necklace.
So another said, I'll steal his pearl necklace.
The relative else said, I'll steal his silver ankle belt.
So then like this, they were all meditating. And another was saying, I'll steal his silver ankle bells.
And they're really, somehow, Nityānanda spread his illusory potency over them.
So actually somehow Lord Nityananda spread his illusionary potency over them.
And they all fall asleep.
And they all fall asleep like this.
Then the sun rose.
So then the sun rose,
They were still sleeping.
and they were still sleeping.
The crows started making their little song.
So the crows, then they started making their beautiful song,
And they woke up.
and they woke up.
Everyone said, "What? You're sleeping."
So everyone woke up, and they're all saying to each other, "You're sleeping."
I said, "Yeah, you're wide awake, huh?"
Then he was saying, "Oh, you were wide awake, right?"
And they had all their arms daylight. They couldn't go back, and then they caught, so they hid their arms.
So they had all their arms with them, and they were like, they're gonna get caught, so they had quickly hid their arms,
They have got.
and they went back.
That's because we didn't worship Chandi,
So one of them said, "That's because we didn't worship
the
Chandi,
leader.
the leader," he said
We
that.
have to offer meat and wine
So then they're saying we have to offer meat and wine to Lord Chandi.
once a month. So then, let's say they worship Chandi and then ready with all their arms.
So then it was saying that they worshiped Chandi with all their arms as well.
And they saw there were soldiers surrounding the house.
So then they saw at Lord Nityananda's house, there was these soldiers surrounding the house.
Each soldier like super unit.
So each soldier was like superhuman.
He could look like he could kill 100 people. He had to.
It looked like each one of them could kill 100 people if they wanted to.
So they was we stay here, we got caught.
So they were saying, okay, if we stay here, we'll get caught.
Maybe some king coming to see the Avadut, and they brought his whole infantry.
So maybe some king came to see the Avadut, and he brought his whole inventory.
All that, and they leave the come again.
We'll go back, and when they leave, we'll come again.
And then so they went home, came back after a week or 10 days.
So then they went home and came back after a week or 10 days.
Nityānanda, each time they're playing another joke on them.
So Lord Nityananda, each time he was playing a joke on them.
How they're feeling it all with their arms all ready to go.
So they came with their arms ready to go.
So they're feeding.
And then they saw he was feeding,
doing their robbery
doing the robbery.
already.
They were ready.
But suddenly a cloud came over and became pitch dark.
So this is the third time they came, and
Third time.
third time, and they saw that suddenly there was a cloud came over, and it was suddenly pitch dark.
They couldn't see, they're like blind.
They couldn't see it. They were like blind.
They couldn't use torches. They didn't have flashlights in those
They
days.
couldn't use torches. They didn't have flashlights those days.
And they'd be exposed.
They would be exposed.
And around the house, there was a ditch.
And around the house, there was actually a ditch.
So some fell in a ditch.
So some of them actually fell in the ditch.
Some fell in a hole where they threw the remnants of food and
Some fell in a hole where they throw the remnants of food and stuff.
bitten by leeches and insects.
And they were all the time being bit by leeches and insects.
And some fell in a nearby canal, a cloud.
So some of them fell in a canal nearby
Broke their bones.
and actually broke their bones.
So in great difficulty.
So they were suffering great difficulty.
And then Indra sent rain
Then Indra, he sent rain
and hailstones.
and even hailstorms.
They're suffering like anything.
They were really suffering like
They
anything.
wanted to cause harm on Lord Nityānanda, but he was playing harm on them.
They wanted to cause harm on Lord Nityananda, but he was playing harm on them.
Somehow they escaped.
Somehow they escaped.
Then the leader of the Dacoits, leader of the armed robbers,
So then the leader of the Dacoits, the leader of the armed robbers,
he got mercy of Lord Nityānanda.
He got the mercy of Lord
In
Nityananda.
the Gita, Krishna says, I give remembrance, forgetfulness,
So we know, like in the Bhagavad Gita, it says, Krishna says, I give remembrance
forgetfulness.
and forgetfulness.
And so the Dacoit leader, after going through all these experiences, his heart softened, and he remembered.
So then the Dacoit leader, after going through all these sufferings, his heart suffered and then he remembered.
He went to Lord Nityānanda and said, "Let a great sinner."
So then he went to Lord Nityananda and he said, I'm a great sinner.
And even if he tripped and fall, they fall on the ground. We have to pick ourselves up on the ground.
He fell on the ground.
If we fall on the ground,
Okay,
we have to take shelter of the ground
okay.
to stand up.
So Maharaj is saying if we fall on the ground, we have to take shelter of the ground as well to stand up.
I wanted to harm you, and it was appropriate, but we have to suffer so much.
So he was saying that I wanted to harm you, but I think it was appropriate that we had to suffer so much.
But now I realize that you're actually the Supreme Lord.
So now I realize that you are actually the Supreme Lord.
So one day then I asked what to do, because some people said you may be taking it.
So he was asking Lord Nityananda, what shall I do? Because some people,
No. Some of the people were telling Nityānanda, and he's a thief.
so some of the
He's taking.
some of the people around, they were telling Lord Nityananda that he's a thief. He's maybe faking it.
So Lord Nityānanda asked him, what is your realization?
So Lord Nityananda asked him, what is your realizations?
But I came to steal from you, to harm you,
So he said, I came to steal from you, to harm you,
and I should go in the Ganges and take my life.
and he was saying I should go to the Ganges and take my life.
He was crying and rolling on the ground.
He was crying, he was rolling on the ground.
Now we're hearing, well, this is after this is a start program. After hearing a Dacoit leader,
So
this is
this is
where we are.
This is where we are. I was just summarizing. So this is after Nityananda hears from the Dacoit leader.
All right, that's right.
So now we're on Caitanya Bhagavat Antakanda 5.636.
দস্যুগণে যাবতীয় দণ্ড ও উৎপাত মোচন, গৃহে গমন ও গঙ্গা স্নান।
I can't read it. Can you make it bigger?
Make it a little bigger, please.
Okay.
Enough that it's fitting in the screen.
এই মত চিন্তিতে সকল দস্যুগণ, সবার হইল দুই চক্ষু বিমোচন।
In this way, all the armed robbers, they're all thinking.
So in this way, all the armed robbers, they were all thinking,
Both of their eyes open.
and both of their eyes opened.
So not only the Dacoit leader, the serial killer got these realizations, but all the thieves.
So not only the Dacoit leader, the serial killer, but all the other dacoits,
They got this realization.
they got this realization. So next, Caitanya Bhagavat Antikanda 5.637.
নিত্যানন্দ স্বরূপের স্মরণ প্রভাবে, ঝড় বৃষ্টি আর কারো দেহে নাহি লাগে।
By the influence of taking shelter of Lord Nityānanda Swarup,
By the influence of taking shelter of Lord Nityananda Swarup,
rainstorm, the hailstorm did not fall on any other bodies.
The rainstorm, the hailstorm did not fall on anyone's bodies. Caitanya Bhagavat.
In other words, since they took shelter of Lord Nityananda, they admitted their sin, their fault.
So
They were
since,
saved from the hailstorm, rainstorm.
since they took shelter of Lord Nityananda, then they admitted their sins, their faults. So then they were saved from the hailstorms, the rainstorm. Next, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antikanda 5.638.
কতক্ষণে পথ দেখি সবদস্তুগণ মৃত প্রায় হয়ে সবে করিলা গমন।
Well, because they had surrendered to Lord Nityananda,
So because they had surrendered to Lord Nityananda,
after a while, they could see the path.
so after a while, they could see the path.
And all the Dacoits, at the last test, was so severe, they're almost dead.
So all the dacoits, the last test was so severe that they almost didn't survive.
All of them went home away from there to their homes.
So all of them then went home away from there to their homes. So Chaitanya Bhagavat Antikanda 5.639.
সবে ঘরে গিয়া সেই মতে দস্যুগণ গঙ্গা স্নান করিলেন গিয়া সেই ক্ষণ।
All of them went home. And this way, the Dacoits immediately took bath in the holy river Ganges.
So after all of them went home in this way, the dacoits immediately took bath in the holy Ganges water. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antikanda 5.640.
দস্যু সেনাপতিদের নিত্যানন্দ চরণে উদ্ধারার্থ প্রার্থনা ও নিত্যানন্দ কৃপায় প্রেম ভক্তি লাভ। দস্যু সেনাপতি দ্বিজ কান্দিতে কান্দিতে নিত্যানন্দ চরণে আইলা সেই মতে।
So the leader of the Dacoits, they call him as a Senapati of the Dacoits. That means the general, the commander of the Dacoits.
So the leader of the dacoits, they call him the Senapati dacoit, which means like the general of the dacoits.
He's born in a Brahmin family.
He's born in a Brahmin family.
He was crying. They came to take shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda.
He was crying and he came to take shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda.
Haribo!
Haribo! Chaitanya Bhagavat Antikanda 5.641.
বসিয়া আছেন নিত্যানন্দ বিশ্বনাথ পতিত জনের করি শুভ দৃষ্টিপাত।
Lord Nityananda, the Lord of the universe, he was sitting, casting his auspicious glance
Lord Nityananda, the Lord of the universe, he was sitting casting his auspicious glance
on the fallen souls.
on the fallen souls.
The Lord Caitanya had told Lord Nityananda that you should go back to Bengal.
So Lord Chaitanya, he had told Lord Nityananda that he should go back to Bengal.
We have descended from the spiritual world. He promised me to deliver four types of people
he said, we have descended from the spiritual world. We promised to deliver four types of people
who are normally not delivered:
who are normally not delivered.
the foolish,
The foolish,
the lowborn,
the lowborn,
the fallen,
the fallen,
and the distressed.
and the distressed.
So we're both here, we'll do that.
So if we
We're
are,
both here in Jagannath Puri, we'll do that.
okay, so Lord Chaitanya was saying if we are both here, then who will do that?
So if you go back, you continue the preaching.
So you should go back and continue your preaching.
So Lord Nityānanda went back, and this is what happened.
So then,
There were many things.
so Lord Nityānanda, he went back and like this is what happened. There were many other things that happened.
First, there was Panihati.
There was the pastime of Panihati.
Then he went to all the Saptagram, all the business people.
In Adi Saptagram, he visited all the business people.
And normally busy making money.
Normally they are busy making money.
And he got all of them to chant Hare Krishna.
And he got all of them to chant Hare Krishna.
And one of them is the forefather of Srila Prabhupada.
And one of them is the forefather of Srila Prabhupada.
So, like this, then he went back to Navadvip. He saw Mother Sachi.
So he went back to Navadvip. He saw Mother Sachi.
And he was doing his pastime Navadvip.
And so he was doing his pastimes in Navadvip.
And all the dacoits, the armed robbers, they had so much wealth, and they thought, well, steal from him.
So all the dacoits, they saw he had so much wealth, they thought they would steal from him.
And so now after reading through these three tests, he's sitting there giving out his mercy.
So after them going through these three tests, he is sitting there giving out his mercy. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antyakanda 5.642.
চতুর্দিকে ভক্তগণ করে হরিধ্বনি করে অবধূত মণি।
Huh?
Right at the right time, Hari Bol.
Hello.
Hari Bol. Just as we say, Nitai Gaur.
Rukmini Darkanath.
Rukmini Darkanath ki.
Jagadish Jagannath.
Jagadhat Baladev
The
Subhadra ki.
devotees in the four directions are chanting the holy name of Hari.
So the devotees in the four directions were chanting the names of Hari.
Hari Lord. The crest jewel of the Avadutas, Lord Nityānanda, he roared in ecstasy.
The crest jewels of the Avadutas, the crest jewels of the Avatar, sorry, the crest jewel of the Avadutas, he roared in ecstasy.
Hari Lord. You're so fortunate that you have Nitai Gaur here.
You are so fortunate that you have Nitai Gaur here.
They come simply to deliver the four types of people that I mentioned.
They come simply to deliver the four types of people that I have mentioned.
Are there anyone like that in North America?
Is there anyone like that in North America?
People think they're the body.
People think they're the bodies.
Foolish.
Foolish.
People are lowborn.
People are lowborn.
People who are fallen,
people who are fallen,
make the four principles
break the four principles,
previously at least,
previously at least.
and people who are distressed
People are distressed
in the material world,
in the material world.
lose their loved ones,
They lose their loved ones,
suffer diseases.
suffer diseases.
So somehow, I tell all the people in Bombay, they go around Ras Vihari and Lita Saga, and sit around Lakshma Hanuman. This I go altar, go to Thai, usually are somewhat empty.
So in Bombay, I would be telling the people, I've been seeing that they go to Radha Ras Bihari, Lalita Vishaka, Ram Sita, Lakshman, Hanuman. And usually I see in the altar of Gorni Thai, it's somewhat empty.
Actually, it's always been a mercy of the Thai Gora that we can worship Rupani Dwagati and Jagannath.
But actually, it is only by the mercy of Nitai Gaur that we can worship Radha, Rukmini, Dwarkadish, Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra.
Harival. Saying how one time not only in different devas, they came to watch how the devotees, the Vatsas, Javanas were chanting Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada was saying one time, he saw how Narada Muni had actually once come and was seeing how the Malechas and Yavanas were dancing
And chanting
and
Hare
chanting
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
If you ever feel some special ecstasy, and maybe because some of the devas are not only someone watching.
Maybe if you ever feel some special ecstasy, maybe it's because some of the devas or Narada Muni is watching. So continue from the Caitanya Bhagavat, Antyakanda 5.643.
সেই মহাদস্যু বীজ হেনই সময় ত্রাহি বলি বাহু তুলি দণ্ডবত হয়।
So at that time, when Lord Nityananda was casting his merciful glance
So at that time, when Lord Nityananda was casting his merciful glance
on all the fallen souls,
on all the fallen souls,
the great Dacoit leader, Brahmana,
the leader, the Brahmana,
he arrived there.
he arrived there.
And raising his two arms, he called out,
And raising his two arms like this, he called out,
"Please protect me!"
"Please protect me!"
Offered his prostrate obeisances.
And offered his prostrate obeisances. Chaitanya,
This is a hard-hearted serial killer, cold-hearted guy, completely confirmed.
this is a hard-hearted serial killer, cold-hearted. He got completely reformed
by the mercy of Lord Nityananda.
by the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antyakanda 5.644.
আপাদ মস্তকে পুলকিত সবঙ্গ নিরাবধি অশ্রুধারা বহে মহাকম্প।
From his head to his feet, the hairs, all the limbs of his body
From his head to his feet, the hair on all the limbs of his body
stood on end. Constantly, streams of tears flowed from his eyes.
Constantly, streams of tears flowed from his eyes.
His body trembled greatly.
His body trembled greatly.
This was the change of this wholehearted Dacoit
This was the
leader.
change of the cold-hearted Dacoit leader.
This was the mercy of Lord Nityānanda.
This was the mercy of Lord Nityananda. Caitanya Bhagavat Antikanda 5.645.
হুঙ্কার বধি করে প্রেমে বাহ্য নাহি জানে বিপ্র করে জানে
The Dacoit commander, he constantly roared the Hari Nam,
The Dacoit commander, he constantly roared the Hari Nam
thundered in ecstatic love.
and sounded in ecstatic love. Thundered.
The Brahmana did not have any external consciousness
The Brahmana did not have any external consciousness
of his body
of his body
as he cried.
as he cried. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antikanda 5.646.
নিত্যানন্দ স্বরূপের প্রভাব দেখিয়া আপনা আপনি নাচে হর্ষিত হইয়া
Seeing the opulence and influence of Lord Nityananda Swarup,
Seeing the opulence and influence of Lord Nityananda Swarup,
the Dacoit leader, automatically all by himself began to dance,
the Dacoit leader automatically all by himself began to dance
joy.
in joy.
You see, Lord Nityananda, he's not a stereotype.
You see, Lord Nityananda, he's not stereotyped.
And Lord, we know how when I broke a bottle on his head,
So in the pastime of Jagai and Madai, we know how Madai, he broke the bottle of wine on his head.
that Caitanya came with a Sudarshan chakra to kill him.
And Lord Chaitanya, he came with the Sudarshan chakra to kill him.
But Lord Nityānanda said, just because you called me to bleed, does that mean I will not give you love for Godhead?
So Lord Nityananda, he said, just because you caused me to bleed, does that mean I will not give you love of Godhead?
So I was saying, you just beat the guy. You call him to lead. He's talking about love.
So
He's not the right person.
Jagai was saying, look, Madai, he just beat the guy and now and caused him to bleed. And now he's talking about love.
He's talking to his brother, Jagai.
Jagai is talking to his brother Madai.
And then what Lord Chaitanya heard, and then Nityānanda was strict. He came there called Sudarshan.
So when Lord Chaitanya, he heard that Nityananda was struck, he called the Sudarshan.
And Lord Nityānanda said, look at Jagai is, you promise to deliver all the fallen. If you don't deliver them, then what's the purpose of our coming?
So then Lord Nityananda was telling Lord Chaitanya that, look, you came to deliver the fallen. If you don't deliver them, then what's the purpose of our coming?
Okay, so many miscreants like this.
Because in Kali Yuga, there will be so many miscreants like this.
So every time Lord Nityānanda has under the pastime, it's not stereotype.
So every time Lord Nityananda has a different pastime, it's not stereotyped.
So here, a gang of armed robbers
So here it's a gang of armed robbers.
came to attack Nityananda.
They came to attack Nityananda,
He played different jokes on them.
and he played different jokes on them.
Finally, he really gave it to the bad.
He really gave them some.
He really gave it to them bad.
Oh, apparently he really gave it to them bad.
But they are robbers, and they're not like cultures. people.
But they're armed robbers. They're not like cultured people.
And so I'm just tired. I'm just tired. Anyway, here's the next verse.
Anyways, here's the next verse. Caitanya Bhagavat, Antikanda 5.647.
Sahiba, তুমি এই কত বলে ঘনে ঘন
Protect, oh Lord Nityānanda, deliverer of the fallen souls,
Protect, O Lord Nityānanda, the deliverer of the fallen souls.
raising his arms in this way. He said again and again,
Raising his arms in this way, he said again and again.
so he's begging, deliver me, protect me.
So he's begging, deliver me, protect me.
Now, we see that Lord Nityānanda gave him mercy to have a complete change of heart.
So now we see that Lord Nityānanda gave him mercy to have a complete change of heart. Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antikanda 5.648. Okay, we'll do this quick.
দেখি হইল সবে পরম বিস্মিত এমত দস্যুর কেন এমত চরিত
Thank you.
So seeing this, everyone became greatly astonished.
So seeing this, everyone became greatly astonished.
Such a Dacoit leader,
Such a dacoit leader,
how his action has become like this.
how his action has become like this.
And he's crying, and begging for mercy.
I mean, he's crying, he's now begging for mercy. Caitanya Bhagavat, Antikanda 5.649.
কেহ বলে মায়াবা করিয়া আসিয়াছে কোন পাপ করিয়া বা হানা দেয় পাছে
Well, somebody said, maybe it was fun and deception, finding some opportunity in an attack later.
So someone was saying maybe he has come in deception, finding some opportunity, and then he will attack later.
Purport by Bhakti Siddhanta.
So that there's a short purport by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and he's by nature, duplicitous people externally exhibit simplicity and humility, but when the opportunity arises, they engage in illicit activities.
As the saying in Bengali, Ati Bhakti Chura Lakhan.
So there's a saying in Bengali, Ati Bhakti Chore Lakhon.
Too much bhakti will be a sign of a thief.
Too much bhakti could be a sign of a thief.
How this leader suddenly changes so much. Maybe he's deceiving.
How this leader suddenly changed so much. Maybe he's deceiving.
Hello.
Chaitanya Bhagavat, Antikanda 5.650.
কেহ বলে নিত্যানন্দ পতিত পাবন কৃপায় ইহার বা হইল ভালো মন
Someone else said, Lord Nityānanda is the deliverer of the fallen souls.
Then someone else said, Lord Nityānanda is the deliverer of the fallen souls.
By his mercy, this Dacoit's heart has become good.
By his mercy, this dacoit's heart has become good. Caitanya Bhagavat, Antikanda 5.651.
Real quick.
Quick.
পূর্ব দস্যু বিপ্রের প্রেমাধিকার দর্শনে নিত্যানন্দের বিপ্রকে আমূল বৃত্তান্ত জিজ্ঞাসা। বিপ্রের অত্যন্ত প্রেম বিকার দেখিয়া জিজ্ঞাসিল নিত্যানন্দ ঈশত হাসিয়া।
So I'm seeing the great transformations of ecstatic love
So seeing the great transformations of ecstatic love
that Brahmana thief,
in that Brahmana thief,
Lord Nityānanda slightly smiled
Lord Nityananda slightly smiled
and inquired from
and inquired from him.
told part of it.
I told part of the next. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antikanda 5.652.
প্রভু বলে কহ নিজ কি তোমার বড় তো তোমার দেখি অদ্ভুত চরি।
The Lord Nityānanda said, tell me, oh Brahmana, what kind of behavior is this?
So Lord Nityananda told the Brahmana, tell me, oh Brahmana, what kind of behavior is this?
I see that your behavior appears most wonderful in character.
I see that your behavior appears most wonderful in character. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antikanda 5.653.
কিছু চিন্তা নাহি অত পটে কহ সব।
What did you see? What did you hear about the realization of Lord Kṛṣṇa?
What did you see? What did you hear? Your realization about Krishna.
Tell something of this,
Tell something of this.
but nothing to worry about.
There's nothing to worry about.
Tell everything openly.
Tell everything openly. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antikanda 5.654.
শুনিয়া প্রভুর বাক্য সুকৃতি ব্রাহ্মণ কহিতে না পারে কিছু করে ক্রন্দন।
Hearing Lord Nityananda's words,
Hearing Lord Nityananda's words,
the pious Brahman
the pious Brahmana
did not say anything.
could not say anything.
He simply cried.
He simply cried.
Right, significant. Previously, they described the Brahman as a sinful Brahman.
It's very significant here because previously they described the Brahmana as a sinful Brahmana.
Now they're saying Sukriti Vija,
So now they're saying Sukriti Vija,
pious Brahman.
pious Brahmana. Chaitanya Bhagavat Antikanda 5.655.
সকল অঙ্গনে হাসে কান্দে নাচে গায় আপনা আপনে।
Lying on the ground,
Falling on the ground,
he rolled about throughout the courtyard,
he rolled about throughout the courtyard,
all by himself.
all by himself.
He laughed, cried, danced,
He laughed, he cried, danced,
and sang.
and sang, singing. Thus ends the chapter entitled, By the Mercy of Nityananda, the Dacoit leader obtains love of Krishna, under the section, the pastime of Nityananda.
So I read these pastimes every day in India,
So I read these pastimes every day in India,
and the secretaries to do the book publishing.
So in my secretaries, they're doing the book publishing.
They say that I should finish the book. I could continue to translate during the my trip to USA.
So they said I should finish the book and even continue to translate in my trip to USA.
I hope it's all right.
So I hope it was all right. You know, you are trying so much.
I never heard these pastimes before.
I never heard these pastimes before.
How I Nityānanda, he got the whole gang of robbers, like mafia.
He got how Lord Nityānanda, he got the whole gang of robbers like mafia
To surrender.
to surrender.
Gave them love,
Gave them love of Krishna.
gives us some hope.
Gives us some hope.
I will.
Haribo.
Thank you for watching our videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.